is hollow stuff from the mouth of a Lannister, whose very stables and sculleries are carved into a mountain of gold.
Well, that seems like a criminal misuse of gold. It's not a particularly hard or structurally sound metal. Why not use that mountain of gold to buy wood and iron for your stables and sculleries?
Give us the stepstones. Those rocks have been disputed for a generation.
Yep. This is what we've been building up to all season, folks. A land dispute and labor negotiation. Did George Lucas write this season? Because if so, at the very least, we could have gotten a Liam Neeson or two.
The Prince Regent may have me hanged for this.
With the armada we send now, you can topple the Prince Regent and sit the Iron Throne yourself.
In this press X for doubt moment, I don't need to read your face to know you've overlooked one tiny little fact. The big freaking dragons! But I guess given the way the show's used them, I can understand that oversight.
You're thin.
That's thinnest.
But also tall.
That's tallest. Oh, cool! Yet another piece of fiery destruction and death that happened off screen. This season has really mastered the show us the aftermath technique of battles and dragon rampages. It's almost impressive how much they've accomplished with this technique.
He flew to challenge her and was rebuffed.
Oh, no. He was not rebuffed. He ran away because this season hates paying for dragon battles. You know, one of the main reasons we watched the f***ing show.
F***ing mad.
Stealing your dialogue from William Butcher.
So what was the f***ing point in all this then?
Question the viewers are asking after trudging through this season somehow makes it into the episode.
My is destroyed, did they tell you that?
But why would Rhaenyra go after your rooster? It's kind of personal and petty. Did she kill any of your hens as well?
They will hail the returning king.
You mean the king that in this storyline will have escaped and left them all to have to deal with Aemon's incompetency and Rhaenyra's 7 dragons on their own? That king? I'm sure he'll be welcomed back with open arms. If all those arms are attached to hands holding knives they can stab Aegon with upon their embrace. Meanwhile, Lady Rhaena wanders around in a field. Ooh, she found water. Excitement? Also, if Oregon Trail taught me anything, it's that we're about to lose Rhaena to dysentery.
Adam of Hull, at least, is known to you.
I've had little to do with him.
Beyond making him, you mean?
What I do now, I do for her.
I don't think standing in the harbor and having a conversation for the millionth time this season is honoring her in the way you think it is.
But you are a leader of men.
Citation needed.
Let no vessel come or go from our harbor without our inspection.
You put the entire city on lockdown a few episodes ago. Part of locking down a city includes inspecting boats in the harbor and bay. Starting to suspect you might not be as intelligent as everyone fears.
I need passage in your discretion.
This poor guy. He's keeping your secrets, he's keeping Larys' secrets, and he's already busy putting one of your children back together. Now you want him to sneak you out? I'm going to need a scene of Grand Maester Orwell lounging on the beach with a Mai Tai when this is all over. He has earned it.
Steward's son from Dawn. F***ing the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Episode has time for this brother versus sister's lover spat.
Desire for women has brought me grief after grief.
Then resisted.
I would that it was so simple.
Alden Ehrenreich isn't hailing Kristen Cole in this scene.
That is a bleak philosophy.
Well, this is a pretty bleak show. I don't know what else to tell you. I'd honestly like to tell you nothing because I feel like the majority of the season's runtime has been too many people telling too many other people things.
I have no philosophy. Or rather, my philosophy was this.
Your philosophy is pointing pointy things pointingly at people?
To protect the righteous and dispense justice on the rest.
Next time, just lead with that. Hey, Jimmy, I'm working on the final budget for House of the Dragons Season 2. Whew, the numbers sure are high. What do you think we can do to lower some of the costs? Well, Craig, have you thought about replacing one of these dragon fights with mud wrestling instead? Oh, that's brilliant, Jimmy. Brilliant. Also, scene does not contain a John Franklin candy.
It does not befit a prince to pout.
I'm not pouting.
Kids.
They are an insult to us, to what makes us Targaryens.
Disqualifying your fellow bastards because their birthing circumstances weren't documented in Rhaenyra's library of incest.
Betwixt the wind and water, hoist me lads and hoist again. Salute the captain's daughter.
Good song! Well delivered!
It was not.
I will be pleased to sail at your side.
I can't figure out if she's talking about going into battle with Thailand or f***ing him. And if it's the latter, how exactly does the at your side portion work?
I want you to f*** my wives.
How many words do you have?
Math.
We must strike while we have the advantage.
Nice.
He will fly in 2 days' time.
Damn it. Episode shows us 17 seconds of visions promising us future action scenes instead of showing us any actual action scenes. showing me Daenerys and thereby reminding me of how you ruined her character in Game of Thrones Season 8. It's a bold risk, but I'm here to remind you that they're called risks for a reason.
It's all a story, and you're but one part in it. You know your part.
I would have thought that having a part in this story would involve more than wandering around Harrenhal moving from bullshit to bullshit until the season is over. Using what's left of your season's dragon budget to show us Rhaenyra flying to Harrenhal, because that's what we want to see. Dragons used as taxis. Uphill driveways. Whoever created those should be burned alive while having to walk up one of them. Live footage of me standing in the lunchroom on my first day at a new high school somehow makes it into this episode. I wonder if someone's going to throw a burnt tater tot at Rhaenyra now.
I see you have done well here.
They have sworn to me.
Saying this so we can waste time on a Daemon might rebel plot line instead of just saying, here's your army, let's kick some ass.
And to whom are you sworn?
Daemon survives, not immediately answering this question with some variation of, you, my love.
Sola armazis, soprumi vejume.
Well, that's probably because he's your father's brother, Rhaenyra. Remember? Uncle Daemon?
You are the true queen, Rhaenyra.
Cool, so we're pretty much right back where we left off at the end of Season 1. Great job, everyone. We came full circle. Trust me, Rhaenyra, Daemon knows not to leave you again, because if he does, he'll just wind up in a haunted castle doing all for 7 episodes.
We fight for our queen!
But unfortunately not this season. Also, since no fighting for their queen will happen in the next 15 minutes, episode gets the prematurest of premature celebration sins to ever premature.
You sent for me, Lord Hand.
Seriously, does Corlys just stand right here all f***ing day?
And now that boy is dead, and his sister before him, and the heir that took his place, and now you remember I live. Now you wish suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor.
I know I've been sitting the hell out of this for being a dull finale, but credit where it's due. Abubakar Salim is a powerhouse performer, and this monologue is the best part of the episode. So go ahead and remove a sin before I see Harrenhal again and lose my mind.
You have done what no one else would dream of.
Well, she didn't do shit. 2 of her new riders were picked on a whim by their dragons, and the other guy yelled at his dragon until it was amused enough to let him live.
I had to see you.
Knowing what awesome chemistry these actors have together, and only letting us see them get together twice this season.
The incorruptible queen sullies herself with a lover.
Do not judge me for what you yourself have done.
Show has time for 2 women to poke each other over their use of the coal pole.
You said it yourself. Blood has been shed. Cities burned. Armies march, and you wish to wash your hands.
I mean, I'd hope Alicent did wash her hands after getting all the shedded blood from the cities on them. I know it's medieval times, but that doesn't mean we can't keep some decent hygiene going.
Why have you come here?
You already asked that question 3 minutes ago.
Why have you come here?
We're just going to repeat dialogue. Let's just cut to the credits. I've got a coupon for Sonic that expires today, and I've now weirdly got a craving for some tots. Crying, sniffling, sobbing, excitement. Show waits 18 episodes to Daeron Targaryen. Marking your ship with special sails so the enemy knows which boat the captain is on and where to fire their weapons. Waiting 18 episodes to Sheep Stealer. Episode leaves me to assume that Otto overslept for half the season. Cliffhangers that won't be resolved for at least 2 years. And knowing how this season went, I'm guessing it might not be resolved for at least 4 years.
Please, God, get me out of here.
Desire for women has brought me grief after grief.
Then resisted.
Would that it were so simple.
That is a bleak philosophy.
Just a sick world we're living in. Sick people.
You made me bleed my own blood.
Have you ever eaten the flesh of your enemies?
Tasty.
Salute the captain's daughter.
I thought you were both absolutely dreadful.
I want you to f my wives.
Check, please. Do you know what hunger does to a boy?
I know what people taste like. I know that babies taste best.